back to the hype stop, Friendsim. We're gonna go hang out with the Vikare, this guy.
But not Russian now.
Yeah.
He's secretly a nerd.
Or
You
is
can't be
is
a Russian and a nerd.
Or is he publicly a nerd and secretly a Russian?
Oh, holy crap. Let's go.
Is that the voice?
More or less. Like,
Wait. We're at the spaceship. The spaceship is... Wait a minute. Right, okay, anyway. It's probably best for you that you stop trying to predict what's going to happen to you at this point. Everything that's happened so far on this planet has been kind of chaotic.
it's raining.
In fact, you're ready for something more familiar. You head back to the site of your abandoned spaceship. Sure, it's smashed beyond repair, but it's a little slice of home. Okay, I thought you were gonna try to go home and I was like, how exactly? Maybe at least one or two pieces of it are fixable. You march off in what you think is the right direction. But when you get there, it's not all of the But when you get there, you're not alone. A little guy in a hat and big goggles are standing there gasping at your spaceship. Maybe assessing it? A little guy. Is he not super tall? I thought he was tall. As you watch, he breaks off a couple of gears and stuffs them in his pocket. Hey! You clear your throat loudly. Hey, Sparkly!
Good galloping gravy! Why, I've never seen the likes of... Why the hell am I saying that? Why, I've never seen the likes of you before! Seriously, I don't know why I went southern.
Dude, the music is like some kind of cute fantasy... What's it called? Like a bard or something? I don't know. Like he has the little instrument thing. He's like...
Yeah.
You are so terrible! Anyway.
What strange wonders the heavens have rained down upon us today. I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
Vikare is the man of 1,000 accents. First he was Russian, now he's country. And he has these little squiggly things. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. You quickly lose any indignation you were building up. He's smiling at you, and his words seem at least somewhat amicable. Oh. Maybe you got this all wrong. Maybe this is the next person you're going to get chummy with. You cut right to the chase. No point in beating around the ground leaf covering. That's probably what they call it on this planet. You let this guy know that you're the proprietor of this spaceship that he's shipping, and you're in mighty need of a new friend.
A friend, eh?
Are you Australian now?
Maybe.
Vikare, the man of 1,000 accents. He is world worn or whatever it's called. He has traveled the world.
He's worldly.
Yes. And that's why he has so many accents.
A bosom companion, a pal about town. I've seen nary a Tom and Dick or Sahara all around these parts and might fit the bill.
What? You were kind of trying to imply that this guy could be your friend. Is it too late to say that now? You try to imply it with your eyebrows.
As for me, day-to-day matters here on Alternia interest me not. I refuse to commit to any accent. Fuck you.
What?
For I care only about the hurtling at great speeds through the boundless expanse of the cosmos.
I thought you were all about the non-interstellar flight.
That's right. Space! It's space flight that consumes my every waking thought and all my ardor.
But I thought you had absurd dreams of non-interstellar flight. I thought that was your thing. Anyway, he's super adorable. He's like a tiny tough hair thing.
All of his
Look at
ardor.
his hand. What is ardor?
His love.
Ow, it doesn't go backwards, it just goes inwards.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
As in accordance with my duty as a future Alternian Crusader, of course.
What?
No oxygen, no wind, a total vacuum. That is the life for me, all right. Flying in space, above the atmosphere, not within the realm of gravity's purview. Wouldn't have it any other way.
You confuse me, kid.
He's very much trying to make you think he's not crazy about non-interstellar travel.
Right, okay. Right. You get the feeling you're missing something. This guy seems really defensive about his interest in spaceflight. Like, maybe he's trying to say something totally different? Whatever it is, his internal conflict clearly takes precedence over your issues. He seems like he seems like a great candidate for a friend, despite the fact that his voice sounds like it belongs over a newsreel about World War II.
Oh, I can do that, no problem.
Yes! That is one of your best voices, man.
I have just one query for you, sport, if I may be so bold. Do you also like spaceflight? Do you yearn to see the moon shining above, the clouds whipping by as you chase and tease the impish western wind? And then also keep going past that up into space?
Tell him you love spaceflight. Tell him you're not so sure about spaceflight. This one! His eyes widen. You see them sparkle? They've been doing that, dude.
Ah, I see. You're an individual with a more sophisticated palate. A real connoisseur of the buoyant arts, are you? Someone like you could never be satisfied with the anemic affair of traveling through the inky blackness of the galaxies.
Look at his face. He's like, space.
Yeah.
Space.
I should really look at their faces before I read the lines. I believe a jaunt to my hive is in order. Let's get a wiggle on.
There was a lot going on there, but you understand that he wants you to follow him.
It's on stilts. Or,
It's a spinny thingy.
or it's floating, I'm not sure
And there's
which.
chains. Some kind of... It looks like a spider fused with like a... What are those things called? Jungle gyms. Because, I don't know, it just makes it, you know, and it spins. And you spin the thing and it goes whee! Anyway. The friendly guy takes you to a building where all of the rooms seem to be balanced on spindly looking stilts. The hive soars above you, up into the sky.
The very low sky.
Maybe we're just not close enough to it?
Maybe.
He gestures to a little platform attached to a pulley system, like a rudimentary elevator. It brings you up into a small, dark room. Oh, right. His house is pretty much what you would have guessed. The walls are covered in star maps and pictures of spaceships.
Aren't they, though?
I like how this one looks like that one fish thing. You know, the one with the... It's like a ray.
Mm-hmm.
One of those ray thingies.
One might almost call it a mantis ray. But then they would be wrong if they called it that.
Yeah, because that's a bug.
Right. That's why they would almost call it a mantis ray.
Anyway, I want to read these, but that's a lot of words, and...
And no.
Yeah, I'll just add captions. I should really learn to... That's the letter E, and that's the letter R. And I keep forgetting what that was. Anyway.
I'm just gonna say for your captions, like, I haven't watched your episodes in a while, but when I was like, man, your captions are too small and too fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But I was watching on my phone, so that's... You know.
Oh, yeah. Because, like, they're fine whenever I'm looking at them on the computer.
Anyway.
The spaceships, right. You notice that many of them have cheery slogans splashed across them saying things like, "Explore the galaxies because you're required to fulfill your duty to society. And enlist, travel, make friends, don't get cold." Your new friend doesn't seem too happy as he looks around the place.
Just the hive for a dedicated spacecraft enthusiast, isn't it?
You nod. You're not sure what this is leading to, but no one ever went wrong relying on non-specific and plausibly deniable agreement.
Who am I fooling?
Aw.
You've rumbled me, potential new chum. What you see before you is a collage of falsehoods. I'm nothing but an aviator of baloney.
Aw.
An avatar of baloney. In truth,
Wait, was it Avatar?
It's Avatar.
Oh.
In truth, the myriad temptations and desires of space do nothing to tickle my biscuit. The thought of participating in the glorious eternal conquest gives me the screaming mimmies. My interest lies in something a little lower down.
He reaches up and peels back one of the posters. Behind it is another poster, this one showing a view of clouds in the night sky.
Behold, my shame! The truth is, I long to toss and turn within the grasp of Mistress Gravity's sweet fingers. To traverse the sky, could such a thing be?
Couldn't you literally just do that in a spaceship? Just lower than space?
Isn't your house literally doing that?
You know? Yeah.
Imagine flying within the confines of Alternia's very atmosphere! Defying the very conventions of what we all know to be true! I've lost the voice again completely.
Wait, so you guys literally can travel to space. To space. But not in the... What?
They skipped the aeronautics part of it.
Wasn't... No, wait, what was it?
Instead of down, up! Instead of falling, soaring!
But wasn't, Triza... whenever we played before... you guys don't know this because I still haven't edited the videos and posted them because I rage quit on editing them because, but anyway, I accidentally called Triza the Batter Witch because I was too dumb to realize that, it wasn't the same person because I'm like, ah, yes, Fish Lady! There's only one Fish Lady, right? Anyway, but she was, like, flying in the sky and not in space, right?
Are you legit asking me?
You were there with me.
Who the heck is Triza?
She's the one I called the Batter Witch because she was flying in the thing. And then they took the picture and then the thing was behind them. And then she took her own picture and there was the... You know what, never mind.
What are we talking about?
Hive Swap, Act 1, at the end of the game. Like, as they're leaving on Deer Cat.
Dude, I forgot that other game even existed. God.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, man, wasn't this game fun at first? With mild interest? I could not remember that there was another game that this was just literally filler.
Do you remember when I named Deer Cat? Because I can't remember.
It was some weird thing based off of its scientific name or whatever. I don't remember right offhand. Its scientific troll name.
the one in the book thing?
Yeah. Its troll-entific name. Can you imagine? Can you see it before you?
Shiny.
You are close. Could you ever dream of the existence of such a flying machine?
Sure. Tell them you've never heard of such a thing. Tell them airplanes exist.
I brought you here to show you my truth. Can you treat me to mockery?
No, airplanes. They exist. Vikare! Vikare! Vikare!
An airplane? A plane that floats in the air?
Well, it doesn't really float per se.
Flying machines are a serious business.
Are you gonna let me explain the airplanes or not?
I think you should leave.
But Vikare! I'm literally...
Just toss you right up the floor thing. He's like...
What?
I like how the main character's expression here is. He's just like,
He's also like, just, what? He kind of looks like Tavros when he's all silhouetted, just because of this one little speck right here. Kind of makes it look like he has, like, the hair. I mean, I know he has a hat on, but... Anyway.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
Even though I have now remembered that other game exists, I still know what the hell we're talking about some flying person who you called a Batter Witch.
But you say you still don't?
Still don't. Not a clue.
Okay, so you leave on Deer Cat, right?
Right.
And, Zephyros looks like all concerned and stuff, and Joey's all like, hey, I'm gonna whip out this, thingamajigger and we'll take a selfie. Cause that's fun. Okay. And then the thing flashes, and then Joey's eyes are like, you know, red because, you know, camera, and Zephyros's eyes, yeah, Zephyros's eyes are like, you know, green, And I made the note of being like, hey, he's kind of like with animals, how their eyes are like green whenever you shine lights into them and stuff. And in the background was a spaceship, and then they're like, spaceship. And then they're like, let's go. And then it zooms in on the spaceship, and then you see this lady, and then she whips out a phone, and then she takes a selfie, and then there was text on the screen, and I was like, I want to know what that says, and you were like, well, you should look it up later. And
Okay.
The music stops.
Yeah, it got bored of your shit. It's like, are you guys playing the game or not? Don't you want to make friends with the fucking dweeb?
Should we, should we go ahead and go to the other bad end for, doing the next recording?
Sure, why not?
Because that shouldn't take too long.
Theoretically.
Unless it pulls like another, how we did with Tagra. You know, with it being like all shiny like that, you don't really see the shinies of his goggle things on the selection screen.
Yeah, very true.
I love spaceflight, man.
Well then, we are in total agreement. Two kindred souls traveling hand in hand in a glorious yet inevitable future of conscripted service in space. Which is, as I've already made clear, a thing I most definitely and positively desire.
It's absolutely.
Shut the hell up. So it seems we have nothing more to discuss. Toodaloo!
He just talks adorably.
Toodaloo! Where his music is so like Digimon World Gear Savannah, just a little bit.
You know, kinda.
That or like Chrono Cross, like if there was like a carnival area festival. I can't. It's been too long since I played Chrono Cross.
I swear this doesn't even look like a bad end. It just looks like MSPA reader. It's just like, what just happened?
Was this legit an ending?
Did
They spent so much time on the lawyer boy that they didn't give anything for this guy? What? There wasn't even any death or weirdness.
I mean, there wasn't really anything with the default with Tiger either, because it was just like, you're just like, oh yeah, I don't have money, and he's like, well, bye, and he just leaves.
Well, I guess that's a good point.
So they were both just kind of like, well, bye.
Yeah.
Anywho, so yeah, and next up we're gonna not fail miserably. I still can't believe telling him about airplanes. I mean, I kind of can because it's like way too obvious, I guess, but I don't know, just...
You're ruining his whole me against the entire universe thing he's going on. Because, if the truth is already there and already exists, that's just world-shattering. You have to help him invent an airplane next time. Totally, that's what's gonna happen.
Maybe.
I like how your spaceship looks like it could eat somebody. Like, hey, nom 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 nom.
I'm just gonna eat Vikare. He's like, goodbye, cruel world, and just jumps in. That's what he. I now see that. Dang. Anyway, and then in the next episode, he better mention something about friggin' Boulder, cause they gotta hang out, right? I mean, they gotta.
Boulder?
Yeah, the squirrel chipmunk person. Boulder Lamati.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Cause they gotta hang out, right?
Like when you said Boulder, I was like, Tom?
Tom. Wait, are we still talking about? Are we talking about the same show?
No, probably not.
I'm
talking about My Little Pony now.
Oh.
Or was his name Dan? Dan Tom? Tom Dan? I forget.
Dan Green.
Yes.
Anyway, right, so we're gonna not fuck up with Vikare next time.
Goodbye! Ow, fuck my head.
You okay?
I slammed my head into the wall. No, I'm not okay.
Bye.